We just got early access to Vizard's brand new AI assistant, and I've been putting it through its paces for the last few days. I've been using Vizard for a while to turn long-form content into shorter clips, but this new update feels like a total game changer. It promises to automate the tedious parts of editing, which theoretically could save us hours of manual labor every single week. Now, full disclosure, I'm excited but also a little skeptical because automation is only as good as the human fixing the mistakes. So let's stop speculating and actually run a real test project to see if this assistant can handle some messy, raw footage. I grabbed a raw 5-minute file that is honestly a disaster, full of filler words, awkward restarts, and me mumbling to myself. Normally, I'd be spending way too much time trimming the fat, adding captions, and hunting for stock footage to fill the gaps. With the new assistant, I just opened the chat interface and asked it to analyze the transcript and suggest a path for a YouTube short. The assistant immediately generated a solid plan that mirrored what any experienced human editor would suggest for a viral-style short. It suggested tightening the script, adding bold captions for silent viewers, and optimizing everything for a vertical 9:16 format. I gave it the green light to start trimming and converting the footage, and I watched the timeline update right before my eyes. It did a surprisingly great job of cutting out my repeated intro attempts and identifying the strongest hook for the video start. While it didn't catch every single micro error, the review process was significantly faster than starting from a blank timeline. Next, I let it handle the vertical conversion, where it automatically scaled and repositioned my original widescreen shots. When I noticed a few scenes still had black bars, I just pointed them out in the chat, and the AI instantly fixed them. That feeling when the software actually understands what you're asking for, it's honestly a little bit of a rush. Then I moved on to captions, which are essential for short-form content that people often watch without any sound. The assistant dropped in clear, readable text overlays and even added subtle motion effects to emphasize my key points. It even synced the caption animations with the zoom cuts, which is a neat little trick to help keep viewers locked in. Next up, I challenged the assistant to find relevant stock footage to spice up the more talking head segments of the video. Even with specific requests, it managed to pull up dynamic clips that fit the context of my script surprisingly well. I had to do a quick manual adjustment to scale the stock clips, but the assistant's speed in identifying placements was undeniably impressive. It also added these little polished details, like automatic background removal and a subscribe call to action button, which saves so much time. It wasn't a perfect finish, but it gave me a professional-looking project foundation that I could finalize in just 2 clicks. While the music integration didn't work perfectly in this beta build, the assistant was transparent about it, which I really appreciated. Knowing the roadmap for features makes it easier to work around temporary bugs while you wait for the full rollout. Overall, this assistant is already a massive time saver for anyone trying to pump out high-quality vertical content consistently. Instead of spending an entire hour fighting with a single video, I had a nearly finished result in less than 20 minutes. When you think about scaling that across a whole week of content, you can really see how this becomes a total content machine. What separates Vizard from competitors is that it bundles the clipping, scheduling, and editing into one cohesive, practical ecosystem. Most other tools just give you one piece of the puzzle, forcing you to use 5 different platforms to get one video posted. If you want to try this yourself, my biggest tip is to use a structured, template-style prompt sequence to get better results. Don't just be vague. Tell the AI specifically to trim mistakes, keep the best takes, and suggest B-roll at key moments. Pairing this assistant with Vizard's content calendar lets you outsource the repetitive grind of publishing and planning. You really don't need to be a master of every single editing trick if you have systems that push content out consistently. I am genuinely pumped about where this is heading, even if there are a few beta bugs that need to be ironed out. If they polish the remaining audio bugs, This could be the ultimate tool for creators who need to scale without burning out. If you want to geek out on this workflow, check the links in our description for our in-depth masterclass and free templates. Go try the beta, test it on your messiest footage, and see how it fits into your unique creative process. I'll keep sharing notes as the tool improves, so thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next video.